Good evening, my name is Roberta, and some of you will know me and some of you will not. I studied mindfulness a few years ago. However, I have been practicing mindfulness since I was around 19 or 20. It's 3,500 years old. It was started by the Buddhists. They used to meditate a lot, and I did a teacher training with it because I was so surprised that it came over to the West, and people looked upon it like it was some new crazy idea that was going to be suddenly magic. But it's like anything; you have to practice it, and we do. There's nothing clever to it. We do things all the time, but everyone says, how to explain what mindfulness is. So to me, being mindful is about being aware. So. A good way to describe it is basically doing something on purpose in the present moment without any judgment, which might sound a bit odd, but for example, when you brush your teeth, I'm sure you're thinking about 300,000 other things, or when you're having a shower, or when you're drinking a cup of tea, or whatever it is. And even while I'm talking to you, whether you're focusing on me or whether you've got other thoughts going on. So it's about that inner chatter in our voice. Everyone's got that other voice. We have torment in our head. We have the logical person, and then we have the illogical person. Well, not everyone does, but I definitely do. And also people don't seem to understand that what the purpose is of being mindful. So the three components to mindfulness is attention, paying attention, intention, and then attitude. And it's funny because when you're a child, the thing that the teachers say to you the most, and your parents or whoever it is that brings you up, pay attention, and that's exactly what we need to do. Is we need to pay attention. We seem to walk around on automatic pilot. We go from A to B and not even knowing how we get there. We often walk into a room and don't know why we've walked in. We are so busy multitasking, thinking that's the right thing to do, when actually it's not. And the reason I have decided to come online is because I can't see any of my clients now due to COVID-19, and so I've decided to help them like I am now, but obviously one-to-one. And I thought to myself that I would do what I can to help people who are anxious and frightened, and quite rightly so. It is surreal what's going on. And before I even go any further, if there are any key workers watching this, whoever you are, whatever you do, National Health Service, carers, I can't think now, firefighters, ambulance drivers, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I have deep respect for you, because even though I'm a mindfulness teacher, I still am who I am, and I have my own fears. And I luckily have my toolbox of my mindfulness tricks to help me through it. I actually self-isolated the moment lockdown came about, because I got into mindfulness simply because at the age of about 4 or 5 I became very phobic of death, to be quite honest, and throughout my life little triggers haven't really served me well. So I've done the best I can on my life's journey. And if I can pass on to you now, especially during this, it's almost like a sci-fi, most terrible, terrible time, it would be my pleasure to help. So there are lots of different people in lots of different situations. You've got people that still have to go to work. There are people that are staying at home with their young children. Some of you have got gardens, some of you don't. It must be very, very difficult. There's lots of marriages. Where people haven't even lived together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so they've come together. Families, people living on their own, all different people. But the purpose of mindfulness is to live in the here and the now, because that is all we have. We have roughly around between 75,000 and 100,000 thoughts a day. That's a fact. About 10% of those thoughts are in this present moment, so that leaves quite a lot that are either thinking about the past or ruminating. and thinking about what we're going to do and when's it going to end and when and should I do this and should I do that, and we get into a mental rut where we constantly think. So mindfulness basically allows us time to stop, and rather than reacting to situations, it gives you a little bit of a breathing space to respond. How can it help you? Well, it definitely can help you by, how can it help you? It can help you by eliminating your stress levels. Now, how can that possibly be the case? Well, it actually is, because there's a part of the brain called the amygdala, and that's known for its role in stress. And there's been so much research and scans done on the brain where people that practice mindfulness, the amygdala shrinks, so the stress levels go straight down. And there's so much more to it than that. So there is a 8-week mindfulness course that has been known to eliminate stress, eliminate worry, eliminate anxiety. I, over the years, have created my own methods. So meditating, it's a funny word because I think people sit there like this, and a lot of people, pardon me, a lot of people do, drinking tea and had a lemon cake. A lot of people do that, and that's fine. If that's what they like to do. I work on senses, so all my 5 senses, I work on those. And when I'm nervous, and I am nervous, obviously, none of us want to get ill, but it's how you control it. So rather than your thoughts controlling you, you need to control your thoughts, and that's where I come in and help you do that. So I'm hoping over the next few days, few weeks, however long this is going to be, and we don't know, but what we know is now. Now. What is the time? It's now. It's now o'clock. So I'm going to try my very best every day to post something. I was going to do the 8-week mindfulness course this way, but I'm not going to. I'm going to adapt it because we are living in unprecedented times where life isn't the same. We've got to try and adapt to a new type of normal. Our routines are all over the place, so we need to try and develop a new structure. And it is very difficult when you're maybe a family with very young children. It must be very hard. Fortunately, my 3 sons have grown up, and I don't have to worry about that. So I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm so pleased. Anyway, so I would like to help you and really share with you all the things that have helped me in the past, do help me, because I still worry. I still have moments where what if, and I feel gloomy and low. But the one thing I will tell you, whatever it is you feel, it will pass. And the other great thing that works for me is connection to really good people. So I have my tribe, and I am very, very blessed to have those people in my life, and they know who they are, and they really help me when I have my dark times, because I do have them, but they pass. And that's why whenever I don't feel great, I do know it lifts. So I just wanted to say hello. If you want to contact me with any of your problems or anything that's concerning you or anything at all, by all means do. My email is robertasmindfulnesslounge@gmail.com. So that's robertasmindfulnesslounge@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can send me a text on 07594 215 776. Have you got that? Oh, I'm not very good at remembering things. 07594, I remember rubbish. 07594 215 776. So I really look forward to chatting with you and helping you answer your questions, and hope we can share some things moving forward, because it will go on for some time, and I think lots of lessons will be learnt. My heart goes out to all the people that have lost members of their family, people who have passed away as key workers. It's impossible to comprehend it, to be quite honest. I wake up in the morning and for a nanosecond I forget about it, and I find it's unbelievable. So I'm sure a lot of us all have different feelings. So who knows, maybe we'll do a Zoom. I'm just getting used to Zoom at the moment, which is why I'm just using this. But lovely to meet you. And I do hope that this is recording, because I've done this once before and I've nattered for about 5 or 6 minutes and nothing was recorded. So anyway, you've got my email address, robertasmindfulnesslounge@gmail.com. Have a really nice sleep, and if you find yourself worrying or thinking about something that is not in this moment, all I want you to do is think now. Just say now, because that's all you've got, and think about where you're sitting and what you're doing, but the rest I'll have to teach you over a period of time. Lovely to meet you, and you know where to find me. Take care.